Hello, movie media vloggers. Well, I shouldn't have really said that because you're not movie media vloggers, unless you're Luke or me rewatching the video, but I don't usually do that, so I shouldn't have really said that in the first place. So, off to a bad start already, God. Right, so for this first vlog review thing, I thought I'd start off with something quite iconic to the movie blockbuster world. I'm quite a big fan of this, in fact, quite a large fan of this. I collect action figures and the sort of some memorabilia of all of the films. You'd say, actually, no, I don't. But all of the good, actually, I don't know. But I'm sure you all know what this is. It's Star Wars. Yes, it is Star Wars. Holy crap, Star Wars. Diddly-doo. Luke Skywalker's biceps aren't really that big. Why did they put that? Not that I know how big they are. Anyway, yes. So I got this Star Wars original trilogy box set when I was about 5 or 6 or something. When I was first being introduced to the films. God, I loved them. Yeah, so it was all beaten up. I think it's 2005. This came out, so it's very old. It says Star Wars Trilogy there. It says limited edition, great value, 3-disc set, yes! And it's sort of that iconic image of Luke with that weird thing. Definitely not a lightsaber. It's not. Yeah, it's white. Isn't it? Maybe it's the original one where the lightsabers are white before they edited it over properly. Yeah, so really cool. I really like that image. It's just, yeah, just good. Just so retro. Okay, so let's take these DVDs out right here. We got the 3 original films. Let's take a look at A New Hope, the first Star Wars film I ever saw. Yeah, there's something weird about it though, because when I saw it, when I saw the Star Destroyer, I thought, or the Death Star, I thought, why isn't Darth Vader's music playing? And I thought, dun 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 dun. I recognised that music. I hadn't heard it though. I don't know. It was weird. I thought it should be in this film, but of course it wasn't. It was that second. As you can hear, it's really rattling around because it's so old that it has in fact a broken little holder of the DVD. Here is the DVD, the disc thing. So it's very old. And it's got that weird art on the inside. I don't know what that is. They look zombified. Really bad. Of course, we've got that sort of, generic front cover of Luke with the lightsaber behind his head. How hard that must have been to rotoscope, I don't know, don't want to think about. Obi-Nobi and the Death Star, real good treat. And it's sort of, they call it Episode 4. It's not the individual sailor! Yeah, I really like it, it's brilliant, a classic film. Many people think it's the second best Star Wars film. I think it's probably my least favourite in the original trilogy, but it's still really good. Brilliant. Really, the setup, Luke Skywalker's whole journey. I really like. The script is a little dodgy in some places. Things like, I have placed information vital to the survival of the rebellion of the ship and the survival of this R2 unit. It's a bit bad. But on the whole, it's pretty good. Harrison Ford is an amazing actor. He's probably one of the best actors in the whole trilogy. Alec Guinness as Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is the only time he's in it, properly, not as a Force ghost or anything. Yeah, it's really good. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, it says a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. That's all you need to know. It's really, it's just really good. I love the cantina sequences, all the aliens, they're quite unconvincing. But if you look at the behind the scenes, the documentary on how all the Star Wars films were made, it's so long. Really, it's longer than all the films put together. On the planet, I mean. No, but I recommend you do watch it, and it's just so, it looks like it was so horrible to make. I mean, George Lucas even got ill while making it. He was probably really depressed. And no one really thought it would work as a sci-fi film because it was the first thing of its kind. No one had ever made anything like it before. So yeah, it's really good. The special effects are also really good, like the trench run sequence and the battles with the TIE fighters and the X-Wings. It's all so great. And by the way, Greedo shot last. He didn't shoot first. He never shot first. In this version, he did shoot first, so I hate it. Anyway, that's A New Hope. I really love it. Well, all Star Wars, because in cinemas it was actually first released under the name of Star Wars. So, as an original fan, I think I should call it Star Wars, not A New Hope. Even though, I suppose Star Wars is the name of the unaltered version without all the new CGI and the dewbacks everywhere and the stormtrooper falling off it and to take my mind off it, here's The Empire Strikes Back, my favourite Star Wars film and one of my favourite films of all time. This is the most highly appreciated, highly rated Star Wars film ever, quite rightfully as well. It's just brilliant. Mark Hamill gives probably his best performance in the whole thing. The first one is quite whiny, and the last one is, quite sort of calm, preachy. And this he's sort of, almost there. He can, and the sequences, the special effects are so amazing. Like the Hoth battle sequence is one of my favourite Star Wars scenes ever, and it's really great. And such iconic scenes. Boba Fett is in it. How can it be bad? Unfortunately, this version has a stupid New Zealand Boba Fett who says, "He's no good to me dead," instead of, "He's no good to me dead." He doesn't sound like that in the original. But if he did, it would have been the best film of all time. Just kidding. Yeah, it's really, really good. It's got, Darth Vader reveals to Luke that he's his father. How amazing is that? David Prowse, who was in it, didn't actually know that. David Prowse didn't do the voice. But he was given false dialogue. I think he said Obi-Wan killed your father or something. Not equally, but a very good twist, but this is much more iconic, I am your daddy. And it's got Lando Calrissian, who is a brilliant character. Billy D. Williams is just great. He's been in lots of things. He's even been in Batman, so he must be a great actor. He played Harvey Dent. And no, not this Harvey Dent. That's just a lie. He played a different Harvey Dent who wasn't Haymitch from the Hunger Games. He wasn't from this. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, he's a really good character. Really brilliant. I love the the twist of him being actually evil. Well, not evil, but plotting against him. The bounty hunter sequence is also really good. I mean, the AT-ATs and the ATSTs are just so great. I even have an ATST. I'm not going to show you though, because I've already done a review of it on my channel. Check out Doctor Who Fan in the TARDIS. That's Doctor Who Fan in the TARDIS. May I repeat one more time? No. Yeah, really, really good. Probably, the best ever, really. And Bespin is just great, or Cloud City. And Yoda's in it. How could I forget Yoda? Brilliant character, really well puppeteered as well, wise, quite scary in a way. And it has the best lightsaber battle, I think. Or is it Return of the Jedi? I don't know. But yeah, it's a really, really brilliant film. I love it. Finally, we have Return of the Jedi. Now, this used to be my favourite Star Wars film. Only until quite recently, I decided that Empire Strikes Back, as this has always been, not always of course, but most of the time has been my favourite Star Wars film. I realised some things that put me off it being my favourite. I don't know, it's just so almost there. I mean, Jabba the Hutt's in it, not the A New Hope Jabba the Hutt, because he wasn't in the original. It was sort of, they filmed a scene where it was just a humanoid figure walking with Han Solo, which they would put special effects over in the 1997 version. It looked really bad, so they did it again, and that's the one I have. Are you following? You better be. Yeah, this has a real Jabba the Hutt, though. Good Jabba the Hutt. Jabba Wanga. He never says that. Bib Fortuna says that. Who's a brilliant. Bib Fortuna is a wonderful supporting character. Yeah, it's got Slave Leia in it. I'm glad there's no thought bubble at the moment. Death Star, Death Star, Death Star. It's got the main thing that put me off though was the Ewoks. Now, yes, many people hate the Ewoks. I don't hate them, exactly. I just think that for a final Star Wars film, I think, you know, the last scenes being loads of sort of teddy bears dancing around is a little bit, but, you know, it was still a good final scene. But, you know, this film mainly stuck out for me, and it was my favourite because Darth Vader took his helmet off, and I was so interested in Darth Vader. He was the only reason I liked Star Wars. No, he wasn't, but he was one of them. How are we doing for time? Ooh, 10 minutes. Classy. Yeah, he took his helmet off and the scarred remains of Anakin Skywalker. Good Anakin, not whiny, moany Anakin. My point is the Jedi are evil. Shut up. Yeah, it's just you know, he I thought for his short scene he was a really good actor. Sebastian Shaw. Not David Prowse. If David Prowse had played him, I don't know, I would have liked to have seen that, but Sebastian Shaw would probably have been better. Yes, it's got the Emperor in it. The Empire Strikes Back. Shut up, Skype. God. Let me just put that on mute. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, the Emperor. In the Empire Strikes Back, the Emperor was, the Emperor looked completely different. He looked weird. I think, apparently, I don't know if this is true or not because it sounds very unlikely, he was played by a woman. Not the voice, the visuals. He was played by a woman with loads of weird makeup on, and it was just so weird. I think this Emperor's much better. You can see him just about there. Yoda dies in it. Oh well. You know, many people don't really like it very much. Well, most people do like it, but you know, I really do like it. You know, it's just behind The Empire Strikes Back. You know, just like that. You know, it was almost my favourite Star Wars film, and for the most of my life it was. So this sort of means something to me. Just retrieve New Hope. Take that DVD. So yeah, overall, the Star Wars original trilogy is one of the best film trilogies of all time. If not, in some circumstances, the best. Science fiction was brilliant, special effects brilliant, acting most wise brilliant. Harrison Ford, one of the best. You know, C-3PO and R2-D2. You know, the droid's amazing. Darth Vader, one of the best screen villains of all time. You know, everything about it is just brilliant. And Peter Cushing is in it for Grand Moff Tarkin, and that's the last you see of the Death Star in the first film. You just see him go, and he looks like he's about to cry because his eyes are all red. It's so sad. I mean, Peter Cushing's an amazing actor. He was, sorry. Rest in peace. Yeah, just brilliant. I mean, you can't get any better than this. Star Wars 2, and Blue Harvest. Some of my favourite films of all time, and definitely reminisce my childhood in many different ways, mainly Darth Vader, because I like to dress up as him a lot. You may have seen my Darth Vader voice changer helmets in some of my Doctor Who fan TARDIS videos. So, yeah, no, I'm calling you good. Okay, so I'm gonna make another video about the prequels soon. I might have to rewatch Revenge of the Sith, which I really don't want to do, but oh well. Well, I'll see you later. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know I didn't. Oh, goodbye.